Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, it's a wonderful day to be here with you for this phenomenal ceremony, celebrating the accomplishments of these persons who have chosen to change lives in a very, very real way. The work that the graduates from the Darton College of Health Professions will do, as you know, is so very, very critical to the city of Albany, the county, the 26 county service area of Albany State University. My name is Dr. Kimberly Holmes. I am your interim provost and vice president for academic affairs. It is my extreme delight to welcome you to this phenomenal event, to welcome you to this very meaningful ceremony, giving acknowledgement to President Marian Frederick, who is with us. We thank her for her leadership, Dean Johnson, the faculty and staff of the Darton College of Health Professions, alumni from Darton State College, alumni from Albany State University, now one ASU. We acknowledge all of you and we thank you for being here. Partners, many public and private partners to the Darton College of Health Professions and Albany State University, we thank you for your presence and invite you to continue to work with us and walk with us through this journey of transformation for the Southwest Georgia region, the state of Georgia, and the nation. At this time, I would like to invite up Dr. Randall Benner. He is a faculty in the Darton College of Health Professions and a practicing dentist. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Holmes. Let us pray. Lord, for this special day of celebration with our family and friends and loved ones, we give you thanks. And we are very grateful for their constant support and love that they have shared with us over this journey. For the new friendships we have made here at Albany State University, we give you thanks. And for the faculty, staff, administrators who have challenged and inspired us to learn, to love, and to serve, we give you thanks. Lord, as we walk proudly across this stage, I ask you to guide their steps as each person discovers their unique purpose in life. And now, O Lord, as we close with words from your Holy Scripture, may you, Lord, bless and keep us. May your face shine upon us and be gracious unto us, both now and forevermore. Amen.
Good afternoon. And welcome to Albany State University. My name is Carrie Johnson. I am the Dean of the Darton College of Health Professions, and I would like to thank you for joining us on such an important and eventful occasion. I am honored to be here today as we celebrate an important milestone. A milestone in the lives of our graduates, their families, and also of our college. Today, we celebrate a post-consolidation milestone with the first pinning ceremony that combines all levels of degrees offered by the Darton College of Health Professions. Today, these graduates will be contributing to the professions of dental hygiene, diagnostic medical sonography, emergency medical services, histologic technology, health information technology, associate degrees of nursing, baccalaureate degrees in nursing, and even the previous associate degrees of nurses that came back for more education to the baccalaureate level. Other programs we have pinning typically pin in the fall semester. We also offer medical laboratory technology, occupational therapy assistant, physical therapist assistant, radiologic science, and respiratory care. Tomorrow, Albany State University will award over 600 degrees, and 42% of those will be from the Darton College of Health Professions. It should make all of us extremely proud, and also that our students are focused on professions that represent the highest ideals of service to others and will be giving back to our local community and beyond. So today, we celebrate the end of one experience and the beginning of new adventures. Some of you are completing your educational journey as you already have a job in your chosen field. Others may be continuing their educational journey by going on to the next level of study, and some may be unsure of what is next. However, I want to assure you parents that whatever they do, the education they received here is their key to future success. As I am sure you are all looking forward to a paycheck, correct? Parents, are you looking forward to their paycheck? Paychecks are wonderful, aren't they? They do pay the bills, but I always want to bring attention to the fact that even after being in healthcare for 25 years myself, it's not the first paycheck that means the most to me, although they do pay the bills. It's the second paycheck. The second paycheck of a lifetime of reward that will give you back far more than you can ever imagine just from helping another person. Maybe some of you have heard of the national debate going on in this country about the worth of a college degree. The good news is that you will see that all of your hard work and struggles have been worth it. The pay gap between college graduates and everyone else has reached a record high. Indeed, over a lifetime of working, not going to college would have cost you about $500,000. The unemployment rate is at its lowest in years, and the fields from which you all will be graduating are in the highest demand. So I want to share a few interesting facts with you. As mentioned earlier, the Darton College of Health Professions has over 260 graduates that will receive a degree this weekend. We are proud to say that we award the largest number of nursing degrees in the state of Georgia. All of our career programs are fully accredited, and our pass rates are above the national mean. The career fields that we offer are all listed in the top 30 of the fastest growing jobs in America. Yet we still cannot produce enough to meet the demand. Workforce initiatives and economic development are the catalyst driving our enrollment. Often, we are asked about the salaries of our programs. So I would like to share with you that at least 8 of our career programs have median salaries above $56,000 a year. The 3 highest average over $68,000 a year, with a top median salary as high as $73,000 from a 2-year degree. So who has time for college, right? 2 years is a very small sacrifice for that lifetime reward, security, and nice pay. Like I said, the salaries I just mentioned were all for our 2-year degree programs. We have the highest level that we offer here is a master's in nursing for family nurse practitioner. That has an annual wage mean of $98,000. So check us out. Maybe we have something for you. And so, graduates, we hope that your experiences here have strengthened your sense of purpose and inspired you to continue your quest for knowledge. This is not the end to your education, but an important step forward in your journey. Whether you continue your education in a formal academic environment or in the world, Some of you may continue that journey with us, and we hope that you do, and many other programs. We are excited to have you. But wherever you go, we hope you will stay in touch and let us know about your challenges and your accomplishments. We applaud your accomplishments and commend you for the perseverance, hard work, and foresight that have led you to this day. Well done, class of 2018. With no further ado, I would now like to ask the students of the dental hygiene program to please stand and come forward and line up next to the stage. Would the faculty of the dental hygiene program please join me on stage? We have the program director of the dental hygiene program, Ms. Tammy Deese, faculty, Tracy Swift, and associate professor, Ms. Debbie Zern. I will turn this over now to the program director.
Good afternoon. We're super excited to show you our class of 2018 dental hygiene graduates. The dental hygiene program has been a part of this institution since 1970. We graduated our first class in 1972, and today we have 9 young ladies, wonderful young ladies, who will be pinned and will be joining the profession. They've worked really hard these last 2 years and have overcome some tremendous obstacles and hardships along the way, but we've all made it. We've laughed, we've cried, and we're just so proud of the accomplishments of each of them. And we hope that you enjoy the profession as much as we have, and we look forward to what the future holds for each of you. As I call your name forward, would you come forward and have Ms. Zern and Ms. Swift present you with your pin. Today, the dental hygiene graduates will be, their dental hygiene PIDs are decorated with purple and lime green ribbons in honor and memory of Georgia State Trooper Tyler Parker, the late husband of one of our dental hygiene students, Miss Christy Parker. Miss Paige Gilmore. Maisha Goldson. Caitlin Keon. Ashley Martinez. Christy Parker. Savannah Reynolds. Kalita Smith. Holly Smith. Miss Lisa Weeks. Next, we have a few awards. While we wish that we could present each student with an award, we do have a few students that we'd like to acknowledge. The first award is with our Sigma Phi Alpha, which is our National Honor Society of the dental hygiene profession, which has chapters all over the United States. ASU's chapter is Alpha Alpha Tau, and the purpose of this Sigma Phi Alpha is to promote, recognize, and honor scholarship, service, and character among students and graduates of dental hygiene. The motto of Sigma Phi Alpha is leadership, scholarship, and service. To be considered for membership in this society, the student must be in the top 10% of their graduating class. Today's honoree is Caitlin Keon. Caitlin was also acknowledged by the Darton College of Health Profession as an outstanding graduate for her volunteer work that she's done with Peace Corps. The second award that we have today is sponsored by Colgate. The Student Total Achievement Recognition, or STAR Award, is presented to the graduating dental hygiene students who shows excellence and commitment to the hygiene profession by demonstrating true dedication to the profession, exhibiting extraordinary compassion and patient care, displaying enthusiasm and follow-through for community service, and enjoying the practice of dental hygiene. It's my pleasure to congratulate Ms. Maisha Goldson on this award. Our next award is presented by Hugh Freedy, which is the manufacturer of premier dental and dental hygiene implants. The Golden Scaler is presented this afternoon to the recipient with the highest achieving clinical average, and also her name will be published in the fall edition of the Dimensions of Dental Hygiene. This year's recipient of the Golden Scaler is Ms. Kalita Smith. We also have an award for our outstanding student in dental hygiene. This award is selected by the program faculty, and this individual must have a cumulative grade point average of 3.0 in our professional coursework as well as their general coursework. And this year's outstanding dental hygiene student is Caitlin Keon. Our final award today is the Faculty Award. When choosing this recipient, the faculty asked themselves, who would we want to work with or hire given the opportunity? Of course, we'd all want to work with all of them, but we picked one. This year's recipient had the following objectives or phrases used to describe her. She's dependable and respectful, polite and cooperative with a professional demeanor, honest and trustworthy, hardworking and easy to get along with. She's compassionate for what she does, and she's always there to help without being asked. Please help me congratulate Ms. Maisha Goldson as she accepts this award. That concludes our awards, and ladies and gentlemen, this is our dental hygiene class of 2018.
I would now like to ask the students of the Diagnostic Medical Sonography program to stand and please come forward. Would the faculty please join me on stage? We are first joined by Ms. Lindsay Vowell, the clinical coordinator of our Diagnostic Medical Sonography, as well as Ms. Casey Davis, our program director for the Diagnostic Medical Sonography program.
Good afternoon. Congratulations, class of 2018. Lindsay and I are very proud of each and every one of you. You have all shown a commitment to academic excellence with a combined class grade point average of 3.5. I would also like to highlight, out of the 13 graduates you see here, that 11 have already earned and secured jobs at local hospitals in surrounding areas. And many of these sites happen to be our clinical sites, so they'll also be working with our future students. Students, as I call your name, please come up on stage to receive your pins. Stephanie Arrington. Katie Bernhardt. Tiffany Bishop. Lauren Fletcher. Mary Nglima. Sarah Johnson. Destiny Morris. Chelsea Oliver. Tori Rowland. Brittany Spielman. Audrey Stoltz. Kaylin Waddell. We have a few awards we are giving. The first two awards are for clinical excellence. The award for clinical excellence is given to a student who has shown outstanding clinical skills by practicing patient-focused care on a daily basis, by maintaining professionalism throughout the entire program, and that truly have a desire to practice and learn everything they can in their chosen field of sonography. The students receiving this award have excellent and outstanding remarks from all of their clinical instructors. The first recipient of the Clinical Excellence Award is Ms. Tiffany Bishop. Tiffany, please step forward to receive your award. The second recipient of the Clinical Excellence Award is Ms. Chelsea Oliver. Chelsea, please step forward to receive your award. The next award being given is for academic achievement. The student receiving this award has a 3.9 grade point average and has excelled in the Diagnostic Medical Sonography program of study. The student has been on the dean's list every semester and has already taken and passed both her physics and abdomen registries, officially making her a registered diagnostic medical sonographer. I'm proud to present Ms. Lauren Fletcher with the award for academic achievement. And our last award being given is for overall programmatic achievement. The student receiving this award has excelled in both the didactic and clinical portions of the program. This student has a 3.8 grade point average, outstanding evaluations from all of her clinical preceptors. She has earned and secured a job right here at Phoebe Putney Memorial Hospital, and she has also earned the status of a registered diagnostic medical sonographer. The recipient of the overall programmatic achievement award goes to Ms. Brittany Spielman. Congratulations, class of 2018. Again, we are very proud of you and look forward to working with you all as colleagues.
Students of the Emergency Medical Services, please stand and come forward. Faculty, please join me on stage. Our first faculty is the program director, Dr. Patricia Hotz. Also joining is Ms. Rhonda Hunt, the clinical coordinator for EMS.
I'm certain everybody knows what our people do. They take care of folks that are sick and injured before they come to the hospital. How would you like to have a job where every day you go to work, you love your students? That's the way I feel. Albany State, Darton is a wonderful place to work. I have wonderful colleagues, but my students are beyond reproach. I don't think too many programs have 100% retention. We kept all 12 of our students. I'm really proud of each and every one of them. It's been a struggle for some, but they have stood up to it, they've persevered, and I think they're all going to be excellent paramedics. So let's go ahead and award these wonderful students, put them on the street. Our first student is Caleb Bass. Our second student is Kente Carter. Casey Crocker. Miss Jocelyn Elliott. Mr. Richard Goodman. Mr. Nathan Hirschberger. Mr. Roy Howard. Ms. Caitlin McGahee. Ms. Jane Peavy. Ms. Tracy Timley. Miss Amanda Wheeler. And Mr. Brandon Worth. We also have two very special awards for our students. The first award is for our most outstanding student, and this is the student that has the highest grade point average. It's kind of hard to beat 100, but Mr. Nathan Hirschberger is our outstanding student. Nathan will please step forward. Nathan comes from Macon County, and I tell you, if they send me a couple more next year, I'll be eternally grateful. I've never seen anybody work that hard. He's incredible, absolutely unbelievable. Our second student is our outstanding clinician, and that it goes to Mr. Kente Carter. Kente is fabulous, wonderful clinician, and just very quiet, but does the job and is respected by his peers and all the staff. So he's a wonderful clinician. We also have a couple more awards for some of our faculty members. I neglected to tell y'all that I have been here since 1979, and I still love going to work. Well, I have a couple more people that are not quite as old as I am, but they have decided to retire this year. I don't know what we're going to do without them, but I'm just hoping they'll stand in the wings and support us from afar or from very close. Our first person is Mr. James Womack, and Jim is an incredible physician's assistant. He has blessed our program with incredible patient assessment skills. No other program teaches their students like we do, and that's because of Jim Womack. Jim is a PA with my husband's group. He came to us in 1982, and there was not a role that Jim wouldn't play, including he almost delivered my fourth child at home on Christmas Eve. So Mr. Jim has a very special spot in my heart. We made it to the hospital. We also have an award for Mr. Vern Carter. Vern and I started out in 1979, and when I came on board, Vern said, "I've been waiting for you." He had already started working on his core work and was just waiting for the paramedic program to open up. He put more years than we both want to count on the street, and then we were able to talk him into coming over to Darton, Albany State Darton, and help us with the paramedic students. He has the kinds of intangible qualities that you can't learn in a book, but Vern has been incredible. We're going to miss him, and we're also going to miss Mr. Jim. So let's get a big round of applause for this wonderful class of 2018 and two incredible employees here.
I would like to ask the students of the Histologic Technology program to please stand and come forward. Faculty, please join me on stage. Joining first is Ms. Taekwonda Winbush, the program director of the Histologic Technician program. Also, the clinical laboratory coordinator, Ms. Laura Martin.
Good afternoon. Many of you may have never heard of what a histotechnician is until your family member decided to become one. So exactly who are we and what do we do? We are laboratory members that play a fundamental role in the allied health profession. We employ histologic technology to diagnose diseases, conduct research, or instruct others in the science. We make the seemingly invisible world of tissue structures become visible under the microscope so that the pathologist or scientist will be able to detect tissue abnormalities and to diagnose diseases. All histotechnicians have certain common characteristics. We're problem solvers, we like challenge and responsibility, we are fascinated by what science has to offer. For the graduates that have chosen a career in the histology laboratory, the exploration will never end. Also, 3 of our graduates have already been offered jobs upon graduation. Will the graduates please come forward as your name is called to receive your pen? Bridget Benitez, Edith Jones, Heather Clausen, Myra Padilla Espino, and Mayetta Simpson. Congratulations, class of 2018. You have reached a very important milestone. Thank you, parents, family, and friends for supporting these outstanding students during their journey here at Albany State University.
Students of the Program for Health Information Technology, please stand and come forward. Faculty, please join me. Faculty joining is Ms. Latoya Denard, and assisting will be Ms. Casey Davis.
Health information technology is a combination of business, science, and information technology and how it relates to healthcare. It's the process of acquiring, analyzing, and protecting digital and traditional medical information, which is vital to providing quality patient care. Health information professionals care for patients by caring for their medical data. They ensure a patient's health information and records are complete, accurate, and protected. Health information professionals work in a variety of settings and job titles. They often act as the informational source, working closely with doctors, insurance providers, and patients. Students, would you please come forward to receive your pens as I call your name? Tracy Carter. Tiffany Clark. Sherelle Moss. Erica Richardson. At this time, I would like to present the Overall Outstanding Student Award. The Overall Outstanding Student Award is given to a student that exhibits outstanding performance in the classroom and clinical setting and is actively involved within the regional, state, and national health information management professional associations. The recipient of this award holds a GPA of 3.8 and has been recognized as a Dean's List student at the 2018 Honors Day Convocation. Her diligence and work ethic has been consistent throughout the program, and her leadership will go a long way in the HIM profession. This award goes to Tracy Carter. Please step forward to receive your award. It has been such a pleasure to have you all in the program, and I would like to congratulate you on this great achievement. Thank you so much.
At this time, I would like to ask the Chair of the Department of Nursing, Dr. Kathy Williams, to please join me on stage.
Good afternoon. Y'all mighty quiet. I would like to say thank you for coming and joining us on this special occasion, and for our new nurses and the nurses in the faculty and maybe in the audience, Happy Nurses Week. Nursing is dear to my heart. It is something that I have been doing for the last 35 years, and I enjoy every bit and every aspect that I do. Nursing is a career that you can go as high as you want to go. The sky is the limit. The only limitations is the limitations that you put on yourself. So I would like to thank each and every one of you for what you've done to assist our students in meeting their goal to become registered nurses in this field, so that they can go out and help the communities and the families in the acute care setting, in the community setting, in the office setting, rural settings, wherever they want to go. We have nursing students going abroad in India, learning about new cultures, So I see some of them doing that kind of outreach work. But tonight is to celebrate them and all our other healthcare professionals. So we'll begin. I would like to ask Dr. Danielle Child, who is our graduate coordinator, to come forward to assist with the nursing awards. Our first award is given to the individual that has shown outstanding leadership in the clinical area. At this time, I also would like to ask Ms. Connie Duckworth from Phoebe Putney Memorial Hospital if she would please come forward.
Good afternoon. First, I'd like to congratulate each and every one of the graduating class. It wasn't that long that I was sitting where they are. A long road ahead. This part of your journey has come to an end, but the exciting part is just beginning. I want to stress to you to keep your heart and your mind open as for what lies ahead of you. I am here to present the Phoebe Clinical Excellence Award to one of these students. We look at many elements when we decide who to award this to. First, the student has to be in good standing academically. And then we evaluate the overall performance of the student while in the clinical setting. This student completed their 120-hour practicum with Phoebe on my floor. They were eager to learn, very engaged, and exuded an air of professionalism. I am so proud to announce the Phoebe Clinical Excellence Award goes to Chauncey Keith. So you have to come to me, I'm not coming to you.
We will continue with our awards. I would like to ask if Dr. Larissa Gill, our Assistant Chair for Department of Nursing, and Dr. Tracy Jones-Darnell, our Healthcare Bridge Coordinator, to come forth.
In case you're not sure who's who, I'm Larissa Gill, and my lovely assistant is Dr. Darnell. Today we're here to present the ASN Outstanding Clinical Award. The criteria for this award include they must have contributed an outstanding or significant contribution to ASU's Darton College of Health Professions, have a grade point average of at least 3.0 or above while a student in our ASN program, consistently demonstrated outstanding clinical performance, and they were selected by the nursing faculty by majority vote. Tonight, we have two recipients. We have one from the Cordele campus and one from our Albany campus. So I would like these students to come forward when I call your name. The recipient for the Cordele campus is Mr. Brandon Vaughn. While Brandon comes forward, I'd like to announce that the Albany recipient is Miss Rebecca Taft.
Okay, now we also have awards for our baccalaureate students, our RN to BSN student, and our master's student. The first award for our baccalaureate student goes to a person that's shown great leadership, who has a GPA higher than a 3.25, and was chosen specifically by the clinical instructor for this award and was unanimously voted on by the faculty. The person that has shown the greatest leadership skills and has been acknowledged is Mr. Timothy Ellsbury. Our next award is a very special award. This goes to an outstanding second degree accelerated student. These are individuals that have 4-year degrees already and decided to change their minds and become a nurse. They complete a rigorous study in 5 semesters to achieve their baccalaureate in nursing. And this young lady has done it and maintained a 3.6 GPA. Her name is Miss Amber Miles. The award is also known as Linda Grimsley's Former Chair Award, as this is a program that she and I started prior to her retirement. The next award is very special, and I have one, which is our senior student who is in outstanding GPA and is also an outstanding student, an outstanding person. She is actually receiving 2 awards. One is an award that we don't give every year, but this year we gave this without any hesitation. The Spirit of Nursing Award. It is an award that embodies the spirit of nursing, leadership, advocacy, teamwork, and communication. Not only teamwork within her group of students, her peers, but also in the hospital setting and working to make sure that everything worked well within the program of nursing at Albany State University. This person is Miss Sierra Green. So Sierra not only is receiving the Spirit of Nursing Award, she is also the senior with the highest grade point average in best standing. Our next award is for our RN to BS student with the highest GPA and the greatest focus on coursework and clinicals, and it's Ms. Shamika Kinsey. Okay. Shamika is not here today, And our next award goes to our master's student with the highest GPA. It is the Dr. Kathy Williams Fuller E. Calloway Endowed Professor Award. Our master's students are at a distance. They are in Alabama, Mississippi. Some are in Albany, not many of them. But this award goes to Miss Janet Brown Davis. Miss Davis, make it. Well, I'll keep her award. Next, we have, for some reason, it's a blank line on my paper, the Lucille B. Wilson Lifetime Achievement Award. And Dr. Charles will present that award.
Good evening once again. Today I'm presenting the Lucille Wilson Lifetime Achievement Alumni Award. This award is presented to the individual that must be a graduate of the Department of Nursing within the master's or baccalaureate program. They must have contributed to the university, college, or department in one or more of the following ways. 1. Service such as teaching, consulting, goodwill, recruitment, advocate for the university and for the department. Or funded a scholarship for the educational enhancement of students or contributed financially to the university, college, or department. Third, provided volunteer or professional expertise to his or her community in order to demonstrate role modeling for the youth of his or her community. And finally, demonstrated as advocate for higher education in general and nursing in particular. Today I present this award to Dr. Kathy Williams.
Okay, no wonder there's a blank on my piece of paper. We have 2 other recipients that we will provide their awards to them after the program, and that's Deja Hanson, the sophomore with the highest GPA, greater than a 3.75, and Courtney Evans, our junior with the highest GPA, greater than a 3.8. Now, we'll start with our nurses. One of our honor societies is the Lambda Chi Nu, Hot Nu, and it's for our Associate of Science nurses. These individuals meet the following criteria: outstanding or significant contribution to the Darton College of Health Professions, grade point average of at least 3.2 above while a student at Albany State University, consistently demonstrates outstanding clinical performance, and has been selected by the nursing faculty by a majority vote. They will receive their cords when they come across the stage, and they will be announced as they come for their pins. If I can have the ASN faculty who will be pinning the associate degree students, please come forward.
Brianna Anderson. Caitlin Apolito, Lambda Chi Nu. Brianna Boydston, Brandy Borden, Caitlin Bradford, Ashley Clark. Larissa Cotton, Lambda Chi Nu. Heather Dean. Emily Duell. Crystal Evans. Jody Faircloth. Keely Fennell. Lamarla Fletcher. Leo Goolsby, Lambda Chi Nu. Ambrosia Harris, Lambda Chi Nu. Lindy Hearn. Emily Henderson, Lambda Chi Nu. Kelly Hill, Lambda Chi Nu. Mitzi Howell, Lambda Chi Nu.
Are you sure?
Megan Hunter, Lambda Chi Nu. Adam Johnson. Brooke Keene. Chauncey Keith.
You want me to say your name?
Dylan Langston. Mary Catherine Law, Lambda Chi Nu. Dusty Mackey, Lambda Chi Nu. Rosalie Mitchell. Georgia Miller. Latrice Outlaw. Jessica Sanders. Mabel Sarpong. Melissa Stinson. Rebecca Taft, Lambda Chi Nu. Devin Taylor.
Yeah.
Merritt Toller. Brandon Vaughn, Lambda Chi Nu. Emily Waller. Justin Walton, Lambda Chi Nu. Alan Wilson. David Word, Lambda Chi Nu. Kier Wright. Jade Young.
Next, we have our RN and BSN graduates and our BSN graduates. And with the faculty in charge of pinning these graduates, please come forward. And may students come forward as well.
Philip Bradley. Jeffany Jimenez. Maria Martin. Autumn Bryant. Timothy Ellsbury. Sierra Green. Amber Martin. Amber Miles. Daniqua Price. Jasmine Smith.
We have two very special people leaving us briefly because we already made them swear to come back part-time. We would like to announce the retirement of Colonel Edna Jones. If you would please stand. Miss Debbie Richardson, would you please stand? When I talk about nursing, leadership, care and dedication to the students and to our university. Over the years, between the two of these young ladies, we have over 65 years of nursing experience and 40 years of nursing education experience. They will be missed. And now I will turn it over to Dean Carrie Johnson.
Thank you, Dr. Williams. I would also like our administrative assistants that are here with us today to stand. That is Ms. Tony Thornton with Dental Hygiene Clinic. Ms. Elaine Hambrick with Health Sciences. And with nursing, Ms. Bonnie Hardigree, Ms. Sherry Coster, Ms. Margie Tippins, Mr. Eric Hernandez. Thank you. Without them, we could not function. Absolutely. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to ask the Faculty in Nursing, Ms. Andrea Dozier, to join me on stage to lead the Healthcare Pledge so that our fine students can commit to our professions. Please join by looking at your program on the back page for the Healthcare Pledge.
As a healthcare provider of individuals, families, and communities, I pledge and commit to honor in consideration and appreciation for all diversities. I pledge to serve to the best of my ability, to conduct myself with dignity, and to place service to humankind before personal or material gain. I pledge to collaborate with other members of the healthcare team for the good of the patient, and to always remember that I am the patient's advocate in all situations. With honor and pride, I commit myself to my profession.
There is nothing more important to remember as a healthcare professional when they say to remember that I am the patient's advocate in all situations. Thank you, students, for joining us, and thank you, family and friends, for allowing them to be a part of us. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Sarah Brinson to the stage for closing remarks. Dr. Brinson is the Chair of Health Sciences, as well as the Program Director of the Physical Therapist Assistant Program, as well as the Assistant Vice President of Academic Affairs.
Thank you. Please help me give these 2018 Health Science and Nursing graduates a round of applause. Congratulations, students. You did it. Thank you, parents, family, and friends for supporting these outstanding students during their journey here at Albany State University. Students, let this moment become the fuel for your future visions of yourself. On behalf of everyone here at Albany State University, thank you for attending our Health Careers pinning ceremony. Thank you and have a wonderful afternoon.